Hey everyone, I'm aka Sketcher and welcome back to another tutorial video. Today we will dive deep into the detailed tutorial of this ALIA BHATT's realistic portrait drawing. So watch till the end and let's get started. These are the sketching supplies I used for this drawing. You can get the link of these supplies in the description down below. I drew the outlines for this drawing using grid method. If you want to watch the real-time tutorial video, then head to my Patreon account. Plus, you will get access to all the reference and grid images. Start the drawing from the top left if you are right-handed. To draw the hairs, first draw these strokes in the direction of the hairs. Use a 2B or a 4B pencil for this purpose. Observe the natural direction of hair growth. Use curved strokes that follow this flow to create a more realistic look. Use a mix of long, flowing lines and short, quick strokes. This variety mimics the different textures and lengths of hair strands. Also use an indenting stylus or an empty pen to draw some sharp highlights in the hairs that will be really helpful in maintaining the realism of the drawing. Now shade the hairs using a 6B pencil using pressure technique. Maintain a low angle between the pencil and the paper. Observe the reference image as closely as possible. This will allow you to put more detail into the drawing. Blend your pencil strokes with a smooth blending brush to soften harsh lines and create a more natural look. Overlay some graphite powder over the previous layer using the same brush. This will give the hairs much more darker and blended look. Now use a sharp-tip 6B pencil to draw the detailed and minor hairs along the sides of the hairs. Also remember to keep the pencil sharp every time. This way, the drawing will look more realistic. Also reshade the dark areas in the hairs using an 8B pencil. If you want to make the shadows more dark, then don't use a smooth brush to blend this layer. Rather use a 2H or a 4H pencil to shade over the previous layer with high pressure. For the highlights, use an electric eraser without turning it on. This way you can use it as a mono zero eraser. For some of the blended highlights, use a perfection eraser with a clean tip. At the end, use a mechanical pencil to draw the sharp hairs yet again. And with that final step, we are done with the hairs of this drawing. Moving into the eyes, first darken the outlines so that it does not fade away during the blended process. Now shade in the pupil using 8B pencil. Closely observe the reference image to get the desired results. Mimic the same for the other eye as well. Blend both the eyes using a smooth brush. Afterwards, re-darken the dark areas using an 8B pencil. Also draw the eyelids using pressure technique. Also draw the shades around the eye. Mimic the same for the other eye as well. Now simply use a mechanical pencil to resharpen some of the lines. Erase the shades in the sclera using a perfection eraser. Draw the bright highlights in the eyes using an electric eraser. Now take your mechanical pencil out and draw the eyelashes, which are thick at the center and thinner at the edges. For the eyebrows, first use a mechanical pencil to darken the hairs. Draw the second layer using a 6B pencil. Remember, drawing the strokes in the direction of the hairs. For the final layer, use an 8B pencil to re-darken some part of the eyebrows. Then blend it using a smooth brush. And later draw the highlights using a mono 0 or a switched-off electric eraser. Make the tip of the electric eraser sharp by rubbing it across the surface of a sandpaper. To draw the shades in the forehead, use an 4B pencil. Draw the basic layer with low pressure in areas where the shades are light and high pressure for the areas where the shades are dark. For example, here, the shades are darker, therefore I am using high pressure. If you are not comfortable with pressure technique, then you can use layering method. I also used layering method just to show you guys how it's done. I used HB pencil for the highlighted part in the forehead and 4B for the shadow area. At the end, blend all of the layers using a smooth brush. Since the required shades are smooth, therefore use a tissue paper to further blend and smoothen the layer. At the end, draw some smooth highlights using your kneaded eraser. This was it for the first part of this video. For the second part, click the subscribe button. And if you want to watch the real-time tutorial and get some insights about this drawing, then do check out my Patreon profile. Also, you can support me there financially, as low as $1 a month. This support makes these tutorials possible. Until next time.